If you play like this, I will play like this. What will you play? What will you play? Okay. You will move the bishop here. I will move it here. What will you play next? Okay, see, we need to checkmate in 50 moves. Okay, if you keep moving like, okay, play like this. What is your plan? What is your plan? Okay, I will move it here. That is good. What will you play now?
Mm.
What will you play? You are playing white. Do you think it is correct move, Ritu? You are playing correctly. You should use the plan. You should use some plan. Okay, see what we can do here. Checkmate with two bishops. How we can do? See, we have to follow the concept of cornering the king. Okay, we need to create a barrier in between. Okay, okay. So what we need to do first? We need to bring them together like this. We can control these diagonals, and with this dark square with these diagonal, we need to create the box and later we need to make small. What you can play first, move the bishop here, g2, control this one. Okay, now if you see, king can move, king cannot move in these light squares. Can you see? King cannot move here in light squares, but king can move here at dark squares. How can you make this wall? How can you make this wall? How can you make this wall?
Oh, it's black to play.
Yes, black. I move it here. What will you play? What will you play? Okay, if you play like this, you are not making wall. King can move here. King can move here. See, how can you make wall? If you put the bishop
Okay.
here. This is a wall. Now, if you see, king cannot move here, cannot cross this line. Can you see? King can move here, 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 here. Here, king will stay in this one. Inside this you can see this triangle thing. Okay, king will stay inside this triangle thing. So now what you need to do? If king moves here, if you see king cannot come nearby these bishops. King moves here, just bring the king here. Okay, bring the king here. We minimum we need like we can do here or like 50 moves we require to do checkmate, but we can do it in less than 50 moves, like 20 or 23 moves. Okay, we can do normally. Now, if bishop move, where we like black king will move. Where will you move the king? I will show you. Then you do. Where will you move the king? Where will you move the king now? You move the king here. Okay. Now, this king can move here. What you need to do? What you need to do? What you can do? Just you need to make a wall again. How can you make a wall? Move the bishop here. If you see, this is a wall. King cannot go nearby these bishops. If you see, king is in this triangle thing. Can you see it? King cannot move outside of this one. If you see, right? Now king will move here. King have limited square, but what you need to do? Just move the bishop here. Now if you see, king cannot move here. King can only stay in these limited squares. Can you see it? Now maybe king move here. Now you need to use the king. If king moves here, what can you do? What can you do? This is correct. And if this is correct, but there is better move. It will take long. You just create a box like this. Okay, you need to control this square with bishop like this. Now king is in this short box. You see it? Now if king moves, king can only move here, here or here. If king moves here, just what will you play? If you move the king here, King can only move. Where can be moved? Here. Only here. There is no other square here. It can be a stalemate. In some positions, it can be stalemate. Now, what you need to do? Just play a waiting move with bishop. Keep the bishop in this diagonal. Waiting move with bishop. If king moves here, just play. Where will you move the bishop? Where will you move the bishop now? See, move it here. Move it here. Okay, now king can only move at one square. Play another waiting move like this. King moves here, check. King moves here. This is checkmate. Okay, understood?
Yeah.
Can you do it? Again, do it. Okay, this is knight. We will learn about it later. First, do it with these two bishops only. We are at which chapter? Chapter number 8 we need to do. Okay, how will you continue? You are playing white and you have a king. Okay, you play this. I move it here, Mridu. What will you play? I move it here. Stay inside this triangle thing. Okay. If I move it here, what will you play? What will you play? What will you play? Okay, move the king. See, if you see, this is a wall. King is inside this one. Triangle thing. Can you see it? Okay, I move the king here. I move the king here. How will you continue? Yes, you are making it small. That's great. Okay, I attack this. What will you play? Okay, this is correct. Well played. If I move it here, what will you do? See, what will you do? Think here, think here. See, if you play here like king to
wait, no.
this is wrong move. Give this control this. Use the king. This yes, this is correct one. You can move this here. Now king cannot move this side. Okay, king may move this side. Now create a wall this side. How can you create a wall this side? Or something else you can do. There are many moves. Yes, this is correct. You almost created a wall. If king moves here, what will you play? What will you play? Okay, move the king. Now king cannot. If you see here, king. This is a wall. King can. If king moves here, king cannot cross this. If you see, cannot cross this. What will you play now? King is going at corner only. Okay, this is a waiting move. Play like this. What will you play now? This is better. But if you see, we have to bring the king this side. Can you complete this wall somehow? Or you can put this is better. This is better. But if you put here this bishop, if you put the bishop where this bishop is controlling both sides. Okay. Now if moves like this, what will you play? King is almost in corner. If you play like this, king will move this side at this square. Use the king now. Use the king. Use the king. Bishops are doing good. Use the king. Move the king here. If king moves here, now gradually start controlling this side. Control this square. Yes, king will move here. Control. If you put bishop in between, it is stalemate. Don't do that. Control this square. Yes, king will move here. Control this one with king. With king. King will move here. Check with dark square bishop. King moves here. Check with light square bishop. King moves here. Checkmate in one move. Correct. Can we do it one more time?
Sure.
Do it. It is your move. Play with white. Okay, I move it this time. Here. What will you play? Okay. See, this is a wall. Okay, I move it here this time. Okay, you move the king here. I move it here. What will you play? Okay, you move it here. If you think you are if you see you are blocking the bishop, it is not correct. You are blocking the bishop. Bishops are doing yes. You need to keep it opposite side of the bishop. Bishops are doing this, you keep them. Keep the king should not be in between the two bishops. If play like this, what will you play? What will you play?
Mm,
Okay, you move the bishop here, or you can use the king. Bishops are doing okay. This is also I acknowledge this move. I play this one. What will you play? See, at this position, when you get the chance like this, don't lose this chance. Okay. Now, if you see bishops are controlling these squares, can you see?
mhm. Yeah.
Okay. Now, if king moves here, what will you play? What will you play? Okay, you can play this. If king moves here, okay. If play here, did you see? Did you get the another chance? Yes. If I move it here, okay. If I move it here, okay. If I move it, see, our king cannot stay here, here, here. Our king can move here, then you will get the same thing. I can move. No, I can move the king here only. What will it be? Bring the king back. King is going in corner only. See, if I move it here, put the bishop. Or bring the king down. Bring the king down. Bring the king down. Yes, this is better. Okay, king is going in corner only. If I move it here, bring it down. Bring the king down. King down. Yes. If I play like this, see, we are repeating the moves. This is not correct. If play like this, king moves here, put the king to e4. This is better. Okay, now play here. What will you play? Make this wall. See, make this wall instead. How will you make this wall? Yes. If I move it here, I am moving in corner. Okay, if I move it here, if both the kings are in opposite side, you can put the bishop in between. How will you put the bishop in between? Yes. If bishop is in between, king has only one option. King will move back rank, at back rank. Okay, now what will you play? Okay. See, if you play here, you need to keep the king at back rank. How can you keep the king at back rank? King is coming out from back rank if you put the bishop here. Yes, this is better. Now king will move here. Gradually control this square with bishop. Don't put bishop in between the kings. No, gradually you control this square. How can you control this square? Control, yes. King will move here. Now you need to control this with king. How can you control this with king? Okay, king will move up now. How will you continue? How will you continue? Just simply check the king. Check the king. Simply check the king. Yes, king will move here. What will you play now? Yes, king will move here. What will you play now? Yes, so this is a checkmate. Okay, one more time you want to try, or we should not do? What do
We
you
can
think?
do it.
Hmm?
We can do it.
Okay, do one more time. Okay, how will you continue? Okay, I will move it this side this time. Okay. See, this bishop is good. King is winning the tempo over this. Okay, if play like this, both the kings are in opposite side. You can put the bishop in between. Yes. Now king can only go this side, back side. What will you play now? Okay. See, this is a wall. Okay, this is the wall. Okay, and how can you? There is another way to creating this wall. Can you create another way? Can you use another way to create this wall? Move the See, move the king, move the king, move the king. Okay, if bishop moves here, now use the bishop. Bishop moves here, use the bishop move. Okay, well played, Mridul. King can only move back. What will you play now? This is better, but king will escape this side. Can you see it? So you use king for now. You need to use the king for now. If you put the king here, see, where will you put the bishop next? We need to keep the bishops together. Yes, king should not be in between the king bishops. Now start checkmating. Start checkmating. Checkmating. Just check the king. Why are you putting there? See, this is the wall. Just check from this diagonal. King will move this side. Yes. If king moves here, again, how will you continue? Play waiting move. Okay, this is better. See, king cannot move here, cannot move here, cannot move. King is here. Here. King will move here. Just start checkmating. Start checkmating. It is still mate, Mridul.
Uh,
Start checkmating. No. Control this one first. Put the bishop here. You play here. Now play waiting move and checkmate. It is still mate. Put that still mate. Play here. If play here, checkmate in two moves. Checkmate in one move. Checkmate in one move. Yes. One more time. One more time. You understood?
I understood.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, now checkmate with knight and bishop. What you need to do? It is the most difficult task. Okay, first you need to recognize this pattern. Can you see? King is here. Can you see this? Knight and bishop side controlling angles. Okay, we need to do same thing again. Knight b3. Okay, move the knight to b3. What we are doing? Controlling this. Okay, controlling this one. Now, if king moves to e4, what will you play? What will you play? No, use the king. Use the king. Use the king. Use the king. How can you use the king? Bring the king up. If you see, and with this move, you are blocking the bishop. So move the king here. Don't block your pieces. Okay, don't block your pieces. Okay. Now if king moves to d5, here I move the king here. What will you play? Okay, you play this. This is you move it here instead. Okay,
Yeah, that's
control.
fine.
Make the wall here. Okay, now I will move it here. What will you play? What will you play? See, if you play the knight here, king will attack it immediately. So that is not correct. That is not correct. Something else you need to find. King will attack it. King will attack it. Okay, king is here. No, move the king. This is better. This is better. Okay, it moves like this. What will you play? King is better. No, king is better. King e3 is better. You play like this. What will you play? What will you play? Bring the knight back. No. Okay, this is better. This can be played. This can be played. See, this is a you are making wall. This side. Okay. King moves here. What will you play next? What will you play next? No, if you play, don't lose tempo. If you play this, will attack. You need to protect knight. Okay. If king moves here at here, what will you play now? What will you play? Now you can use the knight. Yes. Now if king moves here now, what will you play? It is tricky. You need to corner the king. Okay, check. Okay, if you check, king will again move. Instead of checking, play here. Just play a waiting move. Okay, okay, play here. Or yes, play here. Now what you are trying to achieve? See, if king cannot move here. If king moves here, it is going in corner. If moves here, what will you play? What will you play? Okay. If moves here, that is correct. Or this is correct. Which move is correct? Both are correct. This correct or correct? What do you think? Which is more better?
If we do this, we can trap him in the corner.
Yes. So this is better. Okay. Now king cannot move here. If king moves here, what will you do? What will you play? Okay. See. What else we can play? Control this side. Okay, control this side instead. Okay. King is there. If king moves here, what will you play? It is tricky thing. Okay, that is correct. That is correct. Cannot move here, cannot move here. Okay. King will move here. What will you play now? Bring your king nearby it. Bring the king nearby it. Yes. If bring the key, try to control more and more square with your pieces. Control these three pieces square. Okay. If king moves here now, what will you play? What will you play? Okay. You move it here, correct. But with this move, you are losing the temp. Bishop h5 is okay. If you play like this, what will you play now? What will you play? You are doing good. No, you are losing the bishop. You cannot lose the bishop. Bring. Okay, if you play like this, king will move, escape here. This knight is controlling this square. Bishop f3. Okay, if you see, cannot move here, cannot move here, cannot move here. Okay, move it here. What will you play now? What will you play? Okay, if you move it down, okay, this is correct move. You can play there. Now, if king moves here again, what will you play? What will you play? It is stalemate. It is stalemate. Okay, it is stalemate. Knight will move to again. It is stalemate. Okay, you need to maneuver the knight. d4. Okay, king. If king moves here, what we can do now? See, king can only move here. King can move here. Knight to We need to maneuver the knight. We need to see. King can only move here and here. Can you see it? So we have a time to maneuver the knight. We have to check with knight and then checkmate. We have to check. See, I will show you how. Okay. If king now knight to e3, see, knight will move here. What we need to do now? G5 check. Okay. Now king cannot move here. Okay. If now king moves here, it is checkmate. Okay. So king will move here. He cannot move here as well. King will move here. Use the king now. King can only move here and here now. Here and here. Moves here. What will you do? Use the king. Now can move here only. Again time to maneuver. Yes, check and it is checkmate. Understood? We need so much practice in this. It is not that easy task. Like many grand, saw some times ago, a grandmaster could not checkmate with bishop and knight because we need regular practice for this. Like if you did practice today, you will forget. Like I am also not that 100% sure about it. I am taking help from computer. Okay, like I used to do, I did not do from long time. Okay, it is not easy task. Can we try? We will try this in next session one more time. First, we will try with bishop now. Bishop is easy, right? One more time we will try with bishop. Then we will do it next session. Okay, do with bishop. White to play. How will you continue? Okay, if play like this, what will you continue? What will you continue? I move it here. You move it here, I move it here. How will you continue? Okay, I move it here. How will you continue? Play. Okay, I will move it here. How will you continue? Okay, I move it here. How will you continue? Okay, if I move it here, how will you continue? Okay, you move it here. How will you continue? Okay, if I play here, how will you continue? Okay, if I move it here, I am playing random moves. This is stalemate, Mritu. Do it again. This is stalemate. Don't get stalemate. Think before moving. Don't get stalemate. Play. Okay, I move it here. What will you play? Okay, controlling this, that is great. Now, how will you continue? Okay, how will you continue now? Okay, I will move it here. How will you continue? Okay, if I play here, how will you continue? Okay, you can play or you can use the king. Play this side. Okay, play this side. Now, how will you continue? Okay, you play this. This is not correct. Use the king. Use the king. Use the king. Okay. If I move it here, how will you continue? Okay, if I see you are losing tempo with this move. King will attack this. Don't lose tempo. Bishop g4 instead. Okay. Bishop b4. Play like this. Play accurate moves. Try to control more and more square. Opposition is better. No, opposition. Move the king here. Opposition. Okay, this is a wall. King will move here. What we can play now? Wall. Wall. Okay, wall. King will move here. What you need to do? What you need to do? Wall. This time you can put here. If you lose the tempo, bring it here. Because we need to maneuver it. Cannot move here. Okay, if play here, king e7. Okay, play here, king is inside this only. Okay, play like this. Okay, king moves here. Check, checkmate. Understood? Okay, Mridul. So we will do it one more time in next session. We will do knight and bishop. Okay, so what we done today? Can you tell me?
We learned how to checkmate with two bishops.
Yes, two bishops. We will knight and bishop we will do in next one. Okay. So do you have any question about today's session?
No.
Okay, we'll see you in next session. Bye bye and take care.
Bye.
Hello everybody at YouTube. Yes, some people are commenting what bishop e4. What is the comment? कहाँ से हैं आप sir? Play with me. I challenge you. Okay, you challenge me. Where did you challenge? I did not get any challenge. Where did you challenge me? I am from India only. I am from India only. मैं इंडिया से ही हूँ. मैं इंडिया से हूँ. मैं आपको मिलूंगा maybe after 30 minutes. My video is not proper, I guess. Now it is proper. I will meet you after 30 minutes. I have a next class in 30 minutes. Can you write down where are you from, all the people who watching? Where are you from, all everyone? Just comment. Where are you from? 3 people are watching, I guess. Only 3 people are watching. It is a morning time in India. Where are you from? You are all from India or someone is watching outside from India? You struggle in mid game. What is your rating? What is your rating? Yes, I can help you. What is your rating? What is your rating? You are from Bihar. What's your rating? Please subscribe this channel, everybody. Please subscribe my channel. Please subscribe my channel. Okay, it is good rating. Where it is FIDE rating or which rating is this? Chess.com or FIDE? It is chess.com rating. It is good rating. It is not that bad. It is good rating. Okay, so I will see you in next session now. Bye bye and take care everyone from YouTube. One people only watching. Bye bye. I need to close this streaming now.